We put a lot of responsibility on popular culture, particularly when some pop artifact somehow distinguishes itself as not terrible. In the months and weeks leading up to the release of Bridesmaids, for example, there was a great deal of breathless talk about the new ground the movie was breaking. How, yes, indeed, women are funny. Can you believe it? There was a lot of pressure on that movie. Bridesmaids had to be good if any other women-driven comedies had any hope of being produced. This is the state of affairs for women in entertainment. Everything hangs in the balance all the time. Bridesmaids could not afford to fail and didn't. The movie received a positive critical reception. The New York Times referred to the movie as unexpectedly funny and did well at the box office. Critics lauded the cast for their fresh performances. Some people even used the word revolution for the change the movie would bring for women in comedy. A revolution is a sudden, radical, or complete change, a fundamental shift in the way of thinking about or visualizing something. Could one movie really be responsible for a revolution? Bridesmaids is a good movie, one I really enjoyed. Smart humor, good acting, a relatable plot, a somewhat realistic portrayal of women in a cinematic wasteland where representations of women are generally appalling. Bridesmaids isn't perfect, but given the unfair responsibility placed on the movie, the burden was shouldered well. At the same time, the movie did not bring about radical change, particularly when, as Michelle Dean discusses in her review of the movie for The All, many of the familiar tropes we see in comedies and in the depictions of women are present in Bridesmaids. She notes that the portrayal of Melissa McCarthy's character, Megan in particular, treads familiar ground. Almost every joke was designed to rest on her presumed hideousness, and her ribald but unmistakably butch sexuality was grounded primarily in her body type and an aversion to makeup. Within this context, considering Bridesmaids revolutionary is a bit much. Why do we put so much responsibility on movies like Bridesmaids? How do we get to a place where a movie, one movie, can be considered revolutionary for women? There's another woman-oriented pop artifact being asked to shoulder a great deal of responsibility these days. Lena Dunham's Girls, a television series on HBO.